what is going on? We are back with another video. Clippers, Nuggets. The Clippers get clipped. I mean, there's no other really way to say it. Man. You know, I really thought going into this series, I really thought Kawhi Leonard was going to be the X factor. I thought James Harden, I honestly completely forgot that he's a certified choke artist in the playoffs. But no. The Clippers are in typical fashion choking once again. Not with Doc Rivers this time, with Ty Lue. So, going back and forth, this series could have really gone either way. If you take away the Aaron Gordon, if you take away milliseconds off of that clock when he does the dunk in, Intuit Dome, this series could be way, way different. And, it really could have been Clippers in 6, right? If the Clippers would have won that game. But all it took was those milliseconds. And, we ended up going to a game 7 in Denver in Ball Arena. I have been to this arena multiple times, and man, do I tell you, it gets loud. And those fans are so rowdy, and they cheer for their team, and they are just so damn loyal. And for whatever reason, Jamal Murray, Jokic, they just rise above in that arena, and it's insane. And so after the first quarter, I believe the Clippers were up. They were up by 6 points, 6 or 7 or 5 even. And I was like, okay, all right, the Clippers came out to play, and they only came out to play for that one quarter. As for the entire rest of the game, they would just get booty spanked all over the floor. I mean, it was absolutely ridiculous. I almost couldn't even believe it that the Clippers straight up no-showed. Kawhi Leonard, no-showed. And actually, I think in the fourth quarter, I don't even think Kawhi even played, and James Harden either. It was so embarrassing that in the third quarter, they were down by 30. 30 points! After this hard-fought series, after you clawed and chewed to get to a game 7, this is how you show up? Unbelievable. Steve Ballmer flew out 150 people that are in the wall section at the Intuit Dome, all for them to just lose? Oh my God. This has got to be one of the most Clipper things ever. I mean, it's honestly pretty hysterical. The Cyborg, Kawhi Leonard, was practically a no-show in the second half. I mean, at that point, though, really in the second quarter is when the game really started to slip away. And you really felt it, too. The Clippers, they couldn't hit open shots. They were just ISO basketball. Kawhi Leonard was standing in the corner, no man's land. I felt it. Through the screen, watching from home, I was like, yeah, this game is going to get ugly really fast. And, you got Russell Westbrook, Duncan hanging on the rim, getting technical fouls, telling the Clipper fans to go home, take their butts home. I mean, man, I really couldn't believe it. And I also could believe it. Jokic and Murray, they just rise to another level. It's almost Super Saiyan, it's crazy how much more powerful they get in the playoffs, and more deadly, I should say, in the playoffs. So it is what it is. This was also one of my favorite series in the first round entirely, just because I felt like either one of these teams really, they had a lot to prove, right? The Nuggets last year getting bounced by the Timberwolves after choking the game 7 after being up by 20 points in the going into the second half to the Timberwolves. So that was really brutal on their home floor. And then the Clippers, they just have a lot to prove. And also, Kawhi was healthy for the first time in the first round. So that, I think, is a pretty big reason as to why, either one of these teams had something to prove. But yet again, James Harden, choke artist. Kawhi Leonard, no show. I mean, it's kind of ridiculous. It's kind of crazy. But the Clippers get clipped. They're done. Jamal Murray played great in this game. Everyone contributed. Great defense. I mean, they had the Clippers in a chokehold. They had nowhere to go. Ty Lue was just standing, hands in his pockets. And it really was, honestly, a lot worse at halftime. After Ty Lue, with 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter, he empties the bench, and all of a sudden the secondary players cut it to like 19, maybe even less. And yeah, I mean, honestly, that was probably the best part of this game is when the Clippers second unit came in and just played garbage minutes, or as the way I call it, LA Fitness minutes. Because yeah, they cut it down to at least 19 to make it a little bit more respectable. But yeah, let me know, what do you think? The Nuggets, they move on. Steve Ballmer, whatever. The Clippers get clipped. Kawhi the Cyborg gets hosed down yet again. Can never stay healthy. I mean, he's gonna go down as one of the most, I don't even know, not hypocritical, but just lopsided superstars of all time. I mean, two titles, but just like a whole like negative list of just like injuries and never being available and all of this other stuff. Anyways, doesn't matter. The video on the back of the screen, this is from Game 6. I'm going to be uploading another video talking about the Game 7 for the Rockets-Warriors game, so hopefully that's going to be a lot better than the game that the Nuggets and Clippers gave us. Nonetheless, we can't control that. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe on the video if you did like it, and stay tuned.